Hi Ben, so you've got your picture of Victoria Road. To open this in Photoshop, what you do is you click File, Open, go and find where the picture is, double click it or click Open and it'll open in there. You need a blue sky, so I'll send you this picture. And what you need to do is open that, so you've got File, Open again, and that will open in another tab. So your picture there and your blue sky there. What you need to do is get all of this into this picture. So to do that, the easiest way is to Control and A for Alpha, Control and C for Charlie. That copies it onto the clipboard. I think you know that one anyway. And go onto the picture. Control and V is to paste. V for Victor. And what we need to do is obviously make it as big as the picture. Some pictures you might have smaller, so this sky will probably fit already. Others you need to sort of, so we need to resize this to make it fit this. Work with the highest resolution picture you can, because it'll make the editing better, and then you can make the picture smaller after if you need to. So to get this blue sky here, you're going to press Control and T for Tango. And when you resize it, if you do this, it'll distort. So hold down the Shift key, and that will just keep it in the size. Make sure you use the corners to drag it, not these, because that'll just distort it anyway. So just keep it the right size. So make sure it fills the width of the picture, so you don't get any white bits left over here. And all you're going to do is you're going to take the bottom of the picture down to the point where it is. So that's, if you don't want it to snap there, you can just turn that off in a second. So you can see that's snapping into place. So just turn that off in a second. So move it to where you want, press return or enter, and that will complete the transform. To switch off those grids, just go onto view, click snap, and it'll stop, so you can actually freely move the blue sky. So perfect. So that's at the bottom point where we need it. And this is, guys, a nice gradient, so the white goes up to the blue. It doesn't look too false. It's quite natural. So to unlock this one, because we need to move this layer, it's locked at the moment, so just double click and then click OK, and that'll turn it into a layer rather than a background. So we need to move this blue sky to the bottom, so just drag the layer, hold it and drag it underneath. That's it. This layer we need another one, so we're going to right click, click duplicate layer. OK, so now we've got two layers. On the top copy, make sure that whatever layer is selected. Oh, by the way, this tool is the move tool, so this will move things around for you. So we need this top copy selected, and then we need the lasso tool. So lasso, if it's selected like this one, the round one, you need to just hold it down and click the polygonal lasso tool. So that'll just draw straight lines for us. Now what we're going to do is, when we select the sky, we're actually protecting the house from any blending that we're doing. So to do that, we click just anywhere outside in the top left. So we're going to draw almost a rectangle and then just take all these bits out. So you're going to protect the houses. Now with this sky, the colour of the grey sky and the roofs are quite significantly different, so you'll be okay. Make sure this is set to 0 pixels feather, and this is to anti-alias. So just roughly, you can ignore the trees, go around, and just anywhere where the sky is, we're cutting around. So even if the sky is behind the trees there, you're just going to leave it unprotected. Go through the trees, go through the house, and then again this is substantially different. If this lamppost actually was just here, you'd probably need to go around the lamppost to protect it as well. But for this one we should be okay. Just this Photoshop CC is really good. So just go along the roof line. On other pictures that you have, you might need to be really accurate with what you protect. It depends on, you'll find out when you do it. So complete that. So go all the way around and make the selection, and you'll see the Martian ants. And that's this bit here is the selection. What you're going to do is you're actually going to delete this now. You're going to press delete or backspace. It doesn't look like anything happens, but it has. You can just see here now in comparison. So that's that sky of that one deleted. So if we hide the middle layer, you can actually see that's really what the picture looks like at the moment. So if you make a mistake when you're selecting stuff, you can actually press Control and D for delta, and that will get rid of these marching ants, so you can start again if you need to. So put that back. Now you're going to select the middle layer, and this is the layer that we're going to blend. So select Blend If. So to get that, by the way, double click and select Blend If Blue, and you're going to do this layer. You're going to ignore this one, and then all you do is scroll this one to the left until you see it start just taking the blue away. So take it, usually it's between 150 and 180 is usually what I found, but every picture is different. So take it until you can see this here. It's just a little bit more, but you might still see some grey in between the trees. I think for most, once it's on Purplebricks website, you're not going to see that. But just in case, what you can do is press Alt on your keyboard, and this arrow splits. So hold the right hand side of the arrow, and it will just split away, and that just blends. I don't know if you can just see there on the video, but it's just blending it a little bit smoother. So you can now let go of Alt, and you can just move these a little bit. So you can take that right down. If you go too far, you can start seeing things like the chimneys being removed, so you don't want to do that. And that's it. So just play with it. That's literally all it is. It's just a little bit of trial and error. Make it look good. You might want to put the grey in a little bit if you need to. And once it's done, click OK, and that will apply it. Press Control and D for delta to get rid of the marching ants. So we've effectively just deleted the sky in the top layer. The bottom layer obviously keeps all, the middle layer keeps all these chimneys in and things like that because they already exist. And then the blue layer at the bottom is the sky. And I think you might be able to just move the sky around if you make it as a selection. But anyway, that's done. To save it, File, Save As. You want to save it as a JPEG, so make sure you select the format. You can choose all sorts, but JPEG is the one you want. Save, and then you can choose. Photoshop will optimize it for you. So large file you probably won't need, so put it about 8. Click OK, and that'll save it wherever you want it saved when you chose before. And it's as simple as that. If you get stuck, telegraph poles, if they disappear, you might need to just draw them back in, or the lines, sorry. I can teach you how to do that, that's no problem at all. You should be okay with CC, it's quite powerful. So have a play with it and let me know what you think. Speak to you soon.